What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you another OneHive War recap video of the Champions War League Archer Queen Conference Finals. OneHive versus WarWhales, the results of which was 85 to 84, which some of you may know if you watched the final 30-minute video. You can see how the final few attacks actually played out. It was 93.97% to 94, and god damn, what a war this was. If we take a look at the view map and then the right here, war stars. So 25 to 24, 3 stars. And if we scroll down a little bit here, you can kind of see what's going on. I'll say it like this, on defenses alone. So WarWhales did a great job only using one attempt each 10v11. They only got, I believe it was 2, I think 2. Might have been 3. 10v10. Let's take a look. Let's go through this real quick. So 1 with Megan Mo Money. 2 with Snip Alumni. And that's it. They got 2 10-on-10 threes. But if you take a look, really the story here, and I'm going to harp on it because I just disagree with the community that I hear, at least, of people saying that, you know, that the Town Hall 9 game is dead and it's automatic. And well, if that's the case, and you even listen to our interview with and no shade thrown, but my interview with Snip, you know, it's like, why do you even need to plan 11s? Well, I'm sorry, plan 9s. Well, this is why. This is why. I mean, our Town Hall 9 game, we scouted the 11s. We had so many scouts remaining because we crushed the 9 game that we were able to enable our Town Hall 10s to get more than enough opportunity to clear down 10v10s. Not to mention just better chances for our up top, this 1 of 2, the first one was actually a 9 on 11 scout. So that enabled Jimmy to come in here and basically get a 53%. And basically we used 4 Town Hall 10s to take care of the top 11s. So if you ask me, OneHive outplayed WarWhales on every single Town Hall level from 9, 10, and 11. Yeah, there were dip fails, both sides. But at the end of the day, WarWhales, maybe it was an off war for them, but on the bottom part, the 9s forced 3 dips, not choice, forced 3 dips from WarWhales. And I want to take a moment to say shout out to the Town Hall 9 base building team. People say, why bother doing it? This war is an exact reason why. So shout out to Baloe the Bear, Hunter, and Jake the Rake. I mean, they purposely understood what the habits of WarWhales, the tendencies and likelihoods that they enjoy to attack 9-on-9, and built bases specifically to defend against those and force or take away a fresh 9. If it defends once, it did its job. So shout out to them. Unbelievable job in preparation on the 9s that enabled this win, not to mention the execution of the 10s. So you might have seen the halftime report. I showed some of those 9-on-9 actions. For this recap, I'll focus on the 10-on-10s. Let's show what WarWhales did to us. They doubled all the top 11s pretty handedly, and they got 2 10-on-10 threes. The dip percentage was 6 for 8. And they had 2 10-on-10 threes. They left 3 Town Hall 10s undoubled and then cleared everything else. And then for OneHive, we took 4 attempts, realistic attempts, or 4 10s attempts to double the 11s with holding the percentage up top with the 66% there on Jake, or fake Jake. And then scrolling down some, we were able to get 4 10-on-10 threes, leaving 2 Town Hall 10s uncleared. And then for the dip percentage, no shame in it all, 50%. It is what it is. Pressure is real at this level of war, and at the end of the day, onwards to the Champions War League Finals. I believe it's versus Dark Looters, and if I'm wrong, no disrespect to Spartan's Legacy, but I believe it's Dark Looters at this point. So let's start with the 10-on-10 threes. And what we have for that, let's go down here. We have Roddick with the dip, Vincent with the dip, Let's start with Atoma. Atoma bringing down a beer run. Actually, not a beer run, a 6-pack. Atoma got 2 10-on-10 3-stars. Both were really, really nice. This was like the third attempt on this base for no stars. He's gonna. That didn't quite go according to plan. I know he was aiming for 3 air defenses with a naked, or I don't know what you call it, basically suicide royals. The BK was actually supposed to bang on one of the walls that basically house one of these 2 air defenses. It did not. For some reason, it ended up breaking the one with the DE storage where the BK is at, and that took away an opportunity for the Queen to get in there and take 3 air defenses. As you can see how that's done right here. He goes ahead and puts this in here. The first realistic 10-on-10 attempt on this was Peril from OneHive, who got a 97% 2-star. And it ran out of time because the funneling of the dragons just wasn't what he was looking for. And as you take a look here, this is the BK beating on the wall that you don't want, because now the Queen does not have access to one of the 2 remaining air defenses. And why is that important? As the Queen dies here to the Lalo, is the dragon funnel here. Shout out to Dwarf on the TeamSpeak making a suggestion of the baby dragon up top here, where you can see the decision to bring the baby dragon here to funnel the dragons together, keeping them together here with that baby dragon up top, starting the Lalo, and the decision to adjust on the fly for Atoma. You'll see this on the bottom, how he adjusts, because the plan did not account for this air defense to stay up. So it really could have wrecked the loons, or the dragons rather. This all is okay according to the plan, but see that baby dragon up top? Relatively gonna be untouched all the way through, with the dragon staying in here with the rage and the heal, pushing them through towards the core. And then once this air defense starts targeting that dragon, haste the loons over there to take it out, and that really was the difference maker as we go to ×2, because it is dragons and slow going, but it's a 3 at this point. That baby dragon I talked about, Stu up top, wrecking face. Just a nice job, and then they had to circle back to get this gold storage here. Just an excellent tweak of Peril's plan that originally started the attempt for 10-on-10 3 on this base. So with this done, we'll back out of here and take a look at 3 more 10-on-10 3s. As we scroll down here to Agent 33 with, again, none other than hashtag get a Roma to Finland. Let's take a look. He's going to do a quad Lalo on this base. I did catch this one live on the final 30-minute video, so if you haven't checked that out, you might want to take a look. He's going to start his Royal Suicide by themselves to get some highly valuable air targeting defenses, such as Wizard Towers and Teslas, which are down on the south here. Yeah, we'll go to ×2 because it is slow developing. We'll take a look at that with just archers, 4 troop space to take care of the funnel on both sides. That is really excellent, because that BK and Queen are going to take a lot of time to get down through the town hall and then storage, and then move up to pop the ability, get those Wizard Towers and Tesla, and then we'll slow it down here so you can appreciate the Lalo that he's doing. This bomb tower is wrecking face a little bit on these Larrys, which was kind of scary. And then once those loons got over and took it out, then the Skeleton Sparrow finished off both Royals with a bunch of pups behind, and a heal to basically sustain his last loons right here, with another heal for the right side. As you see, those pups help out these lava hounds to push down through and try to get some takeage towards the back end. As you can appreciate that on the bottom right here, they step up into that. Nothing but air skellies at the back end, irritating these loons. But he has, at the end of the day, he has more than enough pups everywhere, and 2 back end loons for cleanup on the trash rings. As you see that, he's dropping them on the storages as he should, and far away from where the loon squadron or pack of loons end. He has an unpopped hound. Just a sick attack as we go to ×2 right here, using the haste to finish it off towards that end of the raid here. Nice job, Atoma. Great war from you, bud. It was really interesting and rewarding for myself selfishly to hear those plans on TeamSpeak and then catch them live. We'll go down to UD here with A-Team. Another Lalo, Skelly Lalo attempt, as we got a baby dragon. This also was caught in the final 30-minute video live. Baby Dragon just basically got 2 trash buildings and then goes down to the air defense, but it was more than enough to to get that wall open as the BK tanks for some point defense to ensure that his queen gets in there. Uses the BK ability to push down through to get some Tesla value as well out of the picture because he is doing a lalo, and that's important to get out of the way. He gets the air defense, and I know he's aiming for this Infernal Tower. We'll go to ×2 because the Hound Loon comes out, pops the ability, go to ×1. I thought it was really clever that he waited and popped the ability to make the Hound reroute. Almost got the air defense here, but it does not. And then the Hound Loon are completely out of the picture for now. I believe this was at the start of the 30-minute video. Unfortunately, the Hound basically gets dragged towards the core here where the Queen and BK is, and then they sit there because of the Larry spell. That's going to be highly important comes the end of the raid. So he wrecks face on the top half of this base, just completely annihilates it. But the Skelly Queen kill on the Queen does not go according to plan. She's still quite healthy with almost 75% of her health left right there. And he still has a heal and a haste. We'll go to ×2 because it is quite slow developing towards the back end here. And the story of this 3 is really towards the end. So right at this point, we'll go back to 1 and I'll scroll out, zoom out so you guys can appreciate it. 2 loons, decision to drop onto the town hall at the 6 o'clock position because he's chasing the clock. There was about 7 seconds left on this raid. And really it was both royals hanging around the BK altar with the Hound. And he only has like 2 or 3 loons. This Queen right here is sniping the loons that he has left. You can see that once because the Hound travels ever so slightly faster than the loons, the Hounds are going to get out in front of the loon, aggro the Queen, and you can see how much health is left on this max Hound. They're so overpowering. It even takes a Black Sam on the way through. You can take a look to see how much life is really left on that Hound as it gets the double drop on the CC. And then there it is right here. They basically just get just enough time for the loons to get over there and drop the bombs on the Queen, which was the last real true threat to this, preventing the 3. But Yudi brings it down very nicely. Great war for him as well. Also bringing down a beer run on his mini Godsbroski. And then we're going to continue to go down here. We got 1 left. We got ASAP Ozzy, which, you know, I really expected 2 3s from this man, but unfortunately had a fat finger fail where he expected to have switching troops. We can all relate to this. Expected to hit on some bowlers, ended up staying on the Hound and dropped both of his Hounds of his Lalo attempt and failed right away after that when it was part of the kill squad. Really unfortunate. But before that debacle happened, this was his first attempt, and it was a really nice 3 10v10 right here with that golem taking for the bowlers to get the bounce damage going on to basically funnel for that Queen to get in here, get the Infernal Tower CC as well. You can see how that pops out. And now he's going to go ahead and pop that ability. Takes out the Infernal Tower. The bowler on the bottom here almost gets that air defense. Poisons the CC. Rages the bowlers and gets one of with the jump. Trying to get that king in here, as you can see that it now gets in there and pops the ability, then gets 2 of the 4 ADs, jumps again, gets the Queen out of the picture, which was so nice. Then starts the Lalo, not wasting any time, because time is your worst enemy on a Lalo, especially at Town Hall 10. Haste in the right spots, zooms over to the Infernal Tower, brings down that as well, and he's got 2 archers in the bag. You best believe you know that's going to be dropped in the far right corner to pull the Loon and the Hound out of the picture so that his pups can clean up if there's any left. At this point, he's only got a few. There's that archer on the bottom to drag the Hound Loon out of the picture. He's got some skeletons locked onto the Loons, but that's okay, because the pups are right behind that to take them out of the picture. And once they're done, then they're in the core here working on the CC. And because he dragged the Hound Loon out of the picture, it's nothing but cleanup. Really nice job with this. What a great war. I mean, damn. Go to ×4, nothing but cleanup. Again, respect out to WarWhales. Nice job, guys. But we're moving on to the CWL finals. Woo! Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than a double. And I will check you next time.